So I'm going to just take out a power deck book over here. And we're just going to pull one. Welcome in. Welcome in. Excuse me, where I'm at is Grand Royal Rising up over here. So you have entered the channel of All Seventh Tarot. My name is Mico, and I'm mystically Mico. And right now, the intention is just to read a few simple cards for some inspiration today for my collective. Enduring the nurturing. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I'm grateful to you guys for returning. If you're new here, thank you for stopping through. If you're a new subscriber, you are OG new, thank you. And to my quadruple OGs, thank you so much for returning, guys. I love and appreciate you all. Thank you for supporting myself in the channel. So, it's that new energy. This new super moon is coming. I'm not going to be talking about the elephant in the room. It's going to be up to people to listen. I'm more in a observing aspect of it. I'll put it like this. When Harriet Tubman was on mission and she saved all the people she could, she didn't go back to the places she already endured beyond. She gave the word and kept it pushing. You're not gonna come back and keep tapping people on the shoulder like, I'm warning you, something big is coming. There's a big shift coming. I've already talked about it yesterday, and I see everybody's talking about it. I'm only going to talk, well, talking about the elephant in the room, but nobody's really talking about this big shift that's coming. Well, they are, but you got to know what you're looking for. With this moon energy harvest, with this super new moon with no light reflecting off of the moon, like you're looking at the dark side of the moon, and that's going to be already, the energy of it has started now, and by Sunday it'll be at full peak, and it won't, which is the 27th, I believe, and then it won't dissipate again until about the 1st of May or the 2nd of May or so. I'll put it in the post. I screenshotted it. But within that energy, with this great leader that they call Holy Father, wow, call him Holy Father, passed on Easter, which is the great rising in the past terminologies of the different texts of a different Holy Father. And yeah, he joined the other side. He cast degradation against the masses. He left, transitioned 4 months later, on the day of the resurrection of the Christ, on Easter and Passover and Good Fridays and all those timings. And then on the 88th year of his existence here, he fulfilled his contract, and then they try to create another infinite loop. There's something about those 88s. I just tell you things that you go research too. And now it's like, oh, so everybody can mourn. Make sure you start mourning the most on Saturday coming at about 4 a.m. They'll let you go wherever his body is in state at. And, you know, like literally from the 26th, that's the like 4% waxing gibbous moon, I believe, which means the majority of the moon is present as a black round hole, a void. Confirmation with a small sliver. And then the very next day, Sunday, it's full new super moon on the Easter timeline. From when they implemented the Gregorian calendar and the paganistic holiday rituals and things. Okay, so we know it's huge grabs going on, and this is a huge harvest. It's a huge harvest. stay prayed up consistently, not like scary or overindulge, but you know, continue to protect your energy, because things that's walking amongst that people without the eye cannot see is waiting for human energies, we're just saying, for being energies to lower the vibration so they could inhabitate them, so they can incorporate themselves and tether to people who are of lower vibrational. So just be wary of that. No force. You don't have to force anything. Everything is illuminated. You don't have to keep your head on a swivel and walk in fear. Continue to walk in faith and continue to utilize your discernment with your spiritual eyes. Everything's been illuminated for you now. Either you have the vision or you don't. You don't want to see it. But nobody have to keep, saying, to take action on the things that you see, on how to move exactly. You know where to implement your energy and how to move forward. And the universe is offering you this opportunity to focus on yourself and not others. No, right? No more silence. Just speak your truth. People are going to feel what they feel, whether you're quiet or whether you speak or not. Let it know what it is. Maybe what it is you do is inspiring to others. And I'm led to stop here. 33 consciousness. 33 vertebrae, right? Jacob's ladder. Just such a spiritual number. Consistently throughout the years, it's historical. There's written text that you could research that on too. But number 33, aspiration, north and white, right? High vibrational. In the name of the Holy Spirit, aspiration stimulates power. It is your aim spiritually and physically in the world. And it involves the totality of your being. Without the balance between the physical and the spiritual, aspiration is a hollow accomplishment. It is like a spirit lodge that can hold space for your ceremonies and rituals. The spirit lodge must first have a strong foundation of capability, trust of those around you, and responsibility. Aspiration is what builds the spirit lodge of power. It is the quiet architect of your accomplishments, and it's at the feet of power. Just as the deer stands before the remnants of an ancient and powerful civilization come and gone. Keep your heart open, kind, and loving so that the energy of the universe can move freely through you. It is difficult to aspire without judgment, but judgment limits you. Putting a fence around your consciousness. Give much consideration to all your choices in life and a free flow to your process of aspiration, right? And aspirations. You lead by your example. You are the magic, right? Ancient civilization, ancient knowledge, right? Ancestral guidance. So, Holy Spirit, for my collective, please give me one card of the day from the Power deck so I can read the card's meaning. Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, Sacred Masters, the Spirit, the Divine Guidance team. Ooh, what would you like for my collective to know for this day? Excuse me. Moving forward. Why? Yeah, I don't know. That's just going on. I'll take the card that stands up, that flips out. That's just a lot. Let's see what the sentence say. Have courage. Don't be a perfectionist. Release perfectionism. Have courage to approach your life with courage, bravery. Truth is your portal of transformation that brings endings for new beginnings. So now it's okay to gather your strength to move forward and release the past. Perfectionism is a lie. The imperfection is the truth. and have courage to approach your life bravely. And that was a confirmation. Right? Perfection is allowed. Just one, please, Holy Spirit. Please and thank you. Spirit is talking in synthesis. Illuminate your skills from your focus. You got wisdom coming through, offering you an opportunity to illuminate your skills, do the things that you focus on that you love to do. That's there. Confirmation. Spirit, I'm looking for one card. I'm so serious. Just one. And I wanted to flip out. Thank you. Thank you. And aspiration is back. And I was going to have to read that from the book too. 21, another 3. 333, right? There's ecstasy in aspiration of being your divine, authentic self. 44, witness the power and the protection in your testimony, in your truth, and how you walk and how you show up in life. It's your world. They just a squirrel trying to get a nut, and it ain't gonna happen. You don't deal with poo-put. So, excuse me, they have to be a high vibrational, or you won't resonate. And opposites don't attract. Soul tribe is more of a contrast. People and persons who inspire you, not take you off your square. So number 21, ecstasy. Ecstasy is a buoyant state of joy. One of the finest ways to maintain a state of joyousness is to examine the dark side of your being, that instinctual nature that most human beings repress in civilized life. Within this instinctual nature are the seeds of ecstasy. We tend to live in our minds, in our emotions, occasionally in spirit, and almost never in our instinctual depths. We are born as wild as mountain lions, but live most of our lives like sheep, forgetting and denying whole parts of ourselves. Sit on the earth with your back against a tree and get in touch with your roots, which more deep into the middle earth. This will restore your joyousness and balance. Each day, listen to your body, mind, and your heart. What are they telling you about a given situation? Ecstasy is like a wild horse waiting to be ridden. The last will ride, and the birds are confirming that. Get out in nature and get grounded. The last ride before your passage into enlightenment. Take courage and live your passion fully. So if somebody got just a small tether, just something that's like irking them, making them feel a little stagnant, witness the power of Mother Nature, Mother, Father, God, Goddess. Take your butt out either to by the water where the sand is or to some soil where the dogs ain't poo all in it, and put your raw feet in that. If you sit on the trees, the knowledge of the ancients that's eating that chlorophyll from the sun, feeding them every day. If you're sitting on a tree, that tree is going to absorb all the pain. The earth absorbs out the pain from your body and transmutes it. It takes away dense energies. It purifies the blood. It takes away stresses. It takes away body, like I used to have really, really bad back pain. But starting to lean on the trees when I used to live in Pennsylvania, like live on them, I would go walk over there and sit with the trees and cry and talk. And yes, the tree wiped my tears. That's how I got to know the tree, because I kept hearing people say the trees talk. Like, yeah, be real, because my eyes water, and when any wind, sunlight, different thing hit my eyes, they can tear. So this time I was really sad though, talking in the trees. But as I stopped crying, I say, yeah, if it's real, show me by touching my shoulder, because I thought I was bugging. As I was crying, the tree was blowing, but it was wiping my tears. I was like, am I tripping? Oh, yeah, let me step back a few. If you really talk to us, touch my shoulder. And the tree took his time and touched my shoulder. It's like, what? Blew me back. Well, okay, I witnessed. I moved over a little more. Do it again. Do it again. And it did. And then the song that played in my car when I left reminded me of my mama. And I knew how the ancestors talk through the trees. I had another spot I would go to, and the trees would blow only on the particular trees that I would stand near. So I used to have a pattern. I'd come home, I'd play with their roots, kick them along the way, and laugh and talk to them in my mind. You don't have to look crazy to the world, but it's so beautiful to engage with nature on a different way. Sometimes I walk by, I reach up, I touch their leaves and stuff, but it's healing. It's a healing interaction with Mother Nature. Those who get it will. And, you know, unfortunately, so many people may not get it, but, you know, it's for those whom it's for. Ecstasy, purifying in the land, cleansing out the impurities like the minerals in the rocks, and fortifying the waters. You know, water in the trees, those purifying waters go into the land. The roots are in many different aspects, and they all intertwine under the ground, so the trees have a giant network of communicating with one another. If the tree sees one tree is sick, the other trees will try to come together with root system to try to give it nutrients. So if you stand around or sit on these trees are healing you and transmuting that energy with it for you. And then there's the exchange of the oxygen and the carbon dioxide. Sorry. So yeah, you know, aspire to live in your ecstasy while you witness the changes in your life through your creativities. You have ancient knowledge available to you. See, that's how the moon. Ooh, guys. That's the way the moon is going to be Saturday. And then by Sunday, it's going to be fully closed off. You won't be seeing the stars or the moon at nighttime. It's going to be really dark. That's crazy. I'm just showing you the pretty pictures, then I'm going to read it. This one is creativity. Your creativity is a story that needs a voice in the world, a way to be heard. And it has moved into your spirit lodge. Oh, nice, spirit. It has moved into your spirit lodge, right? Aspiration. As you follow your aspiration, you inspire others because your actions teaches others how to release it properly and move on into a heightened state of being and existence. Creativity is part of your future life. People think that creativity is outside of them, like truth or power, but it inhabits you like your own life force, and it animates your being. Creativity is within the crystal palace of your mind. You are about to go on a long journey called your life, and as you travel, you will learn to heal the evil forces of darkness, confirmation, right? As I say, purify, cleanse it, purge it, let it run off. Let the Mother Nature transmute that energy for and with you as well. Spirit comes in many forms. So, you are a warrior in the fight against ignorance. Okay, Earth Angel Collective. High vibers, right? So these dark sorcerers are created within each of us when we live a life of unexpressed creativity. Right, that imbalanced sacral chakra energy has to go somewhere. Excuse me. So when we live someone else's truth and not our own, right, being our authentic self. In conclusion, define your own creativity and live that creativity in the world. And live it loud, right? Everybody have their own pillars to worry about. Look at that beautiful heron, right? Over here. The bird. It's a Japanese bird. It's peaceful, beautiful. Look at that crystal clarity. That's a whole nother realm and dimension. The stars are up here. And this is the earth that you're on. I'm just saying. Continue to inspire others by your growth. But read the book for aspiration. Oh, this is the organizations that my new partners I work with. out of spirit to help save the ecosystem, right? By way of saving and preserving the life of wild sea otters. It's beautiful when we work in conjunction with the universe. How we save the world confirmation, we save ourselves at the same time. We save it for generations. We can't take it with us, but we can preserve it so other people can enjoy it like we had the chance to enjoy certain beautiful things. You know? Aspiration. Definition of this card, because I already read this card at the beginning. The painting is entitled Eternity's Breath. Witness a moment in time, the deer in his innocence and his quiet aspirations for life, standing in the wilderness before the ruins of an Olmec carving. The Olmec head symbolizes the ancient dreams of death and rebirth, past civilizations beating with the immediacy of current life, the wilderness of spirit, and the purity of nature. Aspirations revolve around the eternal struggle, the ebb and flow of strength and wisdom that are part of the North. Life cycles and recycles itself again. And that's that Christmas and Easter time frame when the sun is highest. That's when the crystal fluids is at the crown, right? In the crown chakra, the crystal clarity. That's the north way. In the south is when the sacral is out of balance. Because the sacral, that orange root chakra, is close to the red root chakra, and the root is about things of the world. That's how it gets caught up when it lowers. The red combining into the orange before it separates into that yellow, is turning back into the primary color, right? So yeah, that creativity gets thrown off, you know, and it turns into hypersexualized, deviant behaviors, you know. Gotta cleanse and purify it. Okay, so now we have ecstasy, card number 21, another 3. And definition of this card. The painting is entitled Rapture. That's when you click on my link below with your order, you'll be able to get 20% off your first order, 20% discounts. So instead of y'all looking at my you can look at something more easier on the eyes. Sorry, guys. The painting is entitled Rapture. In this painting, ecstatic femininity is a symbol of rapture, divine feminine energy, divine feminine. It shows that these stones are really alive, that nature is alive, right? True ecstasy is reached when we understand that we are a part of every living thing and that the sphere of universal knowledge is within our own process. We have already found our way home. We are already enlightened. We just don't realize it. Ecstasy is in the West, where emotions live. Don't be afraid to move into the ecstatic emotions that are within you. They are your birthright. Every emotion is necessary, or else Spirit wouldn't have put it there, right, collective? So do not be afraid to live in ecstasy as well. You're supposed to enjoy life in its full essence, not live devoid of it because of what other people do. That's why you utilize your creativity to take you farther. And while you're standing in your truth, it inspires others to follow the example that you lead. That's why you're a leader, not a follower. This card is number 40. Okay, with creativity. I'm going to read this entire, this entirety. Your creativity is a story that needs a voice in the world, a way to be heard. Again, and it has moved into your spirit lodge. Creativity is part of your future life. It's who you are. It's who you're meant to be. You've been taught to dwell in your logic, to be of that slave mind so you can work for others to produce what they need to fulfill their self-serving desires. But what creativity that you snuff out to be so gray in your logic? How do you paint the color back into your life? By respecting your authentic creative self. Do the things that's in the arts that you like to do. Dance, paint, create, sing. Do the things that inspire others to feel the ecstasy of life within themselves, because you lead. And when you lead by example. You can show people better than you can tell them. But creativity is part of your future life, what Spirit says. Okay? So, excuse me, people think that creativity is outside of them, like truth or power, but it inhabits you like your own life force, and it animates your being. Creativity is within the crystal palace of your mind. You are about to go on a long journey called your life, and as you travel, you will learn to heal the evil forces of darkness. You are a warrior in the fight against ignorance. These dark sorcerers are created within each of us when we live in a life of unexpressed creativity. When we live someone else's truth and not our own. Define your own creativity and live that creativity in the world, right? Live out loud. Definition of the card. The painting is entitled Crystal Palace. The pagoda of the creative self is open to allow for the openness of the mind. If the pagoda were your physical body, the crystal would be your spine, the conduit of your energy. That 33, right? The 33 vertebrae. Your spine. Okay. So the crane, the heron birdie, is a guardian of happiness and longevity on your pathway to eternal creativity. And the snowy mountains symbolize the higher state of consciousness required for true creativity. Creativity is a teaching found in the East because it takes strength to develop into the deepest part of your spirit and to manifest the truth that you find there. And that's standing in your yellow solar plexus energy, in your power, that essence of you. Witness 44. Right? You in between the world, spirit, the cosmos, flesh, everything in existence, crystalline, ether, carbon, right? That's a whole lot there. Of course, you gotta find a delicate balance. Witness number 44. Live in your sacred witness. The inner place of silence and observing is your true identity. Confirmation, right? You sit back and observe and move accordingly. That's a beautiful life. And therefore, your true power. Peace of mind, unencumbered, uninstructed. Your sacred witness is all you really have when all else is gone. That hermit mode energy, when you realize who's true to you, and then you realize how much you gotta be true to yourself. Excuse me, all you have to filter out to find the joy and peace within. Yeah, like monoliths in an ancient valley of great stones, it observes and remembers the passage of the ages. The answers that you find through the timelessness of spirituality and the innocence. Wow, I didn't say it, but I saw it. And that's red. Stay grounded in your innocence. Don't force nothing. It's back to that upside down card. Speak, Spirit. Thank you. Ooh, child. The answers that you find through the timelessness of spirituality and the innocence of nature offer the infinite. Each human being is on his or her own path, each different from yours. Answers to your questions are rarely found in another human. Answer your questions Answer your own questions by reflecting on nature and conversing with your own sacred witness. And I know we just saw witness, because that's what we're talking about. Like, wait. Definition of the card. The painting is entitled Silent Watchman. These monoliths are a testimony to time gone by, to the oceans of consciousness and unconsciousness that existed before us. The stone monuments also represent the human in the passage of time and the universality. Universality. Wow, my tongue refused to say it. Universality of truth. Sorry, guys. The stone monuments are also represent the stone monuments also represent the human in the passage of time and the universality of truth that is held within Mother Earth. Forgive me, guys, that was a small commercial break. It is important to learn to stand still in silence, in the sacred witness within you. Meditate on these stones and the great rock formations that have lived through the ages. Move into the essence of these stones. Only you become aware of this stillness. Oh, wow. Once you become aware of this stillness, you will begin to experience the sacred witness that lives inside you. This is a teaching of the ease, because the sacred witness is, in the end, all that you have. It takes great wisdom and illumination to become your sacred witness. But you thrive in the silence. That's how come you more like a sage, a healer, right? The introvert is okay. That's the essence of you. You thrive in the solitude. That's where you find your best answers, and you get to tap in, to yourself, to your connection with the divine realms. And as long as you're taking care of yourself, nobody's responsible for taking care of you. That is so helpful in the world, right? And the things you learned, then you can teach others. That's so helpful too. Yeah. You were born innocent into this all. You got conditioned into what it was. And then you decided to snap out of it because it wasn't for you. And now you want to walk in your truth. It's not a bad thing. It's okay to not focus on negativity while you be a positive conduit that others need to refer and reflect back to when they've lost their way. So essence, number 38. Life is a school that we move and graduate through, learning many things as we cloak ourselves in environmental knowledge. You are on the warrior's path towards enlightenment. And one day you will peel away this accumulated knowledge like layers of an onion, moving back into the source of your power. When contemplating a Zen garden, you find that the source of your power is the essence of the Great Spirit. We come onto this earth, walk as a piece of smashed mirror, right? The mosaic, guys. And every one of us reflecting the light of our God. Because we're here to have an experience so that God can experience life through us all, right? We're all a reflection of the Most High, Omnipotent God, Goddess, Source Energy. Confirmation. So light or shadow, your experience is necessary for the Most High to experience it. That's why it's best to be an observer in the aspect of don't take it so personal, but it detriments you, but step out of it more like of a third party attribute looking within. So you disconnect yourself from having to take the blunt and responsibilities for others, spaces where they need to be accountable for, but we come onto this earth, walk as a piece of smashed mirror, every one of us reflecting the light of our God. The experience of life is the process of piecing together these scrambled fragments into one great mandala that reflects back the one source of all beings. At the center of a cyclone, we sit at the one point of stillness, the pandemonium of life circulating madly around us. Choose equilibrium, not frenzy. Live life from your center, and that's your core power, right? In between the choice of love or hate. The essence of you and the essence of the universe's primal moving force are one, indeed. That's why it's important to cleanse and purify your sacral system and then restore it back to its original state so you stand in your full power and nobody can stand in it for you. So, definition of the card. The painting is entitled Silent Garden. In the Zen garden, the memory of ancient life processes and experience is in the stones. They've been here for eons, unmoved, just absorbing everything, much like the trees. Ancient knowledge, too. That's why you sit on the stones that sit in the sun all the time. You have a wonderful energetic exchange. But the stepping stones to our own personal experience. The sphere is Earth transcending, the representative of our journey into higher universal consciousness. The Zen garden promotes the process of reflection upon the outer essence of all life and the inner essentials of our existence as human beings. If you do not understand your essence, you have no power. Do not try to develop force. Wow. It's in the reverse. Do not try to develop force, intent, and abilities without first understanding the primal qualities and wisdom of your essence. Who are you before you show up? We all born innocent, but we condition to become who we are. What parts work for you and what don't? What don't work, purge it out. Use the knowledge of the ancients, right? When you're in the solitude in your journey, the innocence. The boat embarks on its voyage toward the islands of your higher consciousness. Number 9, endings and transitions. We in the year of the 9, the snake, shedding the old skin, moving the new. Shed that old skin so you can grow. The boat is made from your treasured innocence. We are all born wild and innocent, like a great white heron. To live in civilization, at a very young age, we become like sheep trying to fit in with the herd. To maintain your receptive innocence is to listen to your own inner voice. Know that the powers of the universe are indeed within you. See, there goes that heron bird again. Was I wrong about the other picture? I guess they are two different birds, maybe. No, same bird, the crane. See, look at the legs. I ain't triple slipping. Yep. Number 9, the heron. Beautiful, nurturing to yourselves. You keep doing what you do, collective. Innocence. Now, the meaning, definition of the card. The painting is entitled Vision Quest. We are all pilgrims journeying toward higher knowledge. The boats in this painting transport us to the islands of the unconscious mind and then return, bringing messages to the conscious mind. The great white heron symbolizes the innocence of our being, of your being, and the spheres represents its wholeness. Have the courage and the innocence to move toward the mountains and fly off to the higher consciousness that is waiting for you there. Your higher mind self that works in collaboration with the ancestors, the ancients, and the divine team realm to make all the magic happen. You got to give props to your higher self, your intuition, been alerting you and putting you on for your whole life. Once you realize that, it's so much clearer to see. So innocence is a self-teaching that speaks to the child within you. That's why you have to stay grounded. Look out at the world with childlike eyes. Try not to doubt what you see and what you imagine to be real, as the impossible can become possible when the blinders of adulthood are removed. That's why it's important to be in your creative mind self, so you don't let the conditioning of the environment stagnate you from what you were born to be naturally. Your ancient knowledge protects you. There's no need to force it. It's okay to dream. Your intuition is impeccable, beautiful. I wanted to say it's on fleek. It said impeccable, your transformation. You are the truth. Keep doing it, collective. The universe trusts you. Trust you. You are the truth. Right? It's your world. Explore it. Trust your intuition and your intuitive nudges. You have great guardians and protectors that protect you while you explore with curiosity, with the childlike innocence. As you transform your life, right? You grow into a better circumstance. Look at that, growing out them lilies. Y'all know what that is. Force, don't force it, right? Let's read this one real quick. I got lost. I'm like, are those the lotuses? I don't know exactly. I think that's how the lotus look, but is it? Do it come through the lilies? I know it come through the mud. I mean, I have to learn more about lotuses like I gotta learn about otters. Force, don't force it. Force lives in your will and comes from your intent. Life is a process of pulling back your bow, aiming your arrow, and choosing a target and shooting. The degree and quality of the force with which you choose your target and shoot determine your power and your success. Force is built through your integrity of purpose, your physical tuning, and your balance of spirit and mind. By naming your act of power, you create force. Follow your innermost passions in life. Empower your will and your strength by force, by manifesting. Empower your will and your strength of force by manifesting your secret dreams, right? You don't got to force it. What is meant is yours. Nobody could take it away or change that for you, right? You was innocent in the time of around a lot of people who was sleeping and refused to wake up. And you chose to be a creative big dreamer that has an artistic present to share with the world to help bring peace, whether it's your music or whatever it is. But your intuition knows what it is. Trust the change. 7, impeccability. Spirit got you. See? 2 more cranes, 2 herons. That must be somebody's spirit animal. Move into that place of perfection within you. That place of truth, responsibility, competence, and intuition. Collect your discipline like a Buddha meditating in a garden of snow. Impeccability is an area of strength that continues to flame within, maintaining your power and intent. This flame burns into your center always, indicating the level of your capabilities and your effectiveness in bringing events into being. Impeccability is tended by the attentions of your sacred witness, that person within you who constantly observes the target. Gather your power with impeccability, with the intensity of a rubber band pulled and held at its breaking point, and focus your intent for the job about to be done, baby, because you got this. Like the old karate flicks. Buddha's name be praised. Right? Sitting there like a Buddha. I got my baby Buddha up there. I gotta get some more of them. Intuition. Right? So yeah, I can see the forest, I can see the trees, I can see what's hiding up in the trees, all the different stones, everything that's rooted in the cosmic energies. that ancient knowledge and wisdom. From the left side of your body comes your female energy, where you are, whether you are a man or a woman. Within this femaleness, this feminine consciousness, lives your intuition. Intuition is the intelligence of your body, mind. Feel what is true. Come on. Excuse me, guys. Goodness. Stop the madness. Yes, Mico loves to read. If that's that little froggy in my throat, stop. I want to read. Let's go back to square. Number 23. We're going to make that change. Intuition. Don't worry, I'm not going to sing. From the left side of your body comes your female energy, whether you are a man or a woman. Within this femaleness, this feminine consciousness, lives your intuition. Intuition is the intelligence of your body-mind. Feel what is true with your body-mind rather than knowing what is true with your mind. Intuition does not have the clouds of accumulated knowledge to distort your vision. Intuition simply sees what is the truth. Within intuition, you can feel the source of your being without reasoning it away and being filled with doubt. Doubt destroys your intuition. Your power always lies in the balance between mind and intuition. Sorry, Buddha. But he landed. He said, I'm good. I'm good. He laid down. I'm curious about the meaning of the card. Yeah, don't be silent, guys. Right? Speak your truth just by being your authentic self. Your silence is you don't have to say a word. I can show you better than I can tell you. But, was I reading the definition of impeccability first? Right? The definition. Let's get this one done first. The painting is entitled The Bright Dance. A snow Buddha demonstrates the centered shaman spirit within the stillness of a winter garden as two cranes dance nearby, displaying the innocence and harmony of the sacred spiral within all life. Stoic and grounded, the stones of wisdom speak to this ancient memory, which is retained within Mother Earth. Impeccability implies male action in the world, but before there can be movement outward as an explosion into the world, there has to be the impeccable feminine receptivity, that intuition and stillness within one's being. Then there is true power and intuition within the warrior. Impeccability is in the north. Hibernation and winter imply a time of gathering and going within, a time of letting go of what you don't need so that you can be unhampered as an impeccable warrior of spirit, right? Unencumbered and unobstructed, free. And then the last one is intuition. Sorry, I had to do that one first. Definition of the card. The painting is entitled Sanctuary. Intuition is found through introspection, which lives in the West as shown by the portal into outer worlds, into other worlds deep beneath the earth. This is the hidden universe within. I said outer worlds. But it's within the self. The innocence of the deer, the spiritual being of the monk, and the sphere of the universal knowledge, intimate that we are all one. The innocence of the deer, the spiritual being of the monk, and the sphere of universal knowledge, intimate that we are all one, as above, so below. Intuition is a receptive power that leads you to understand Mother Earth, the gateway to healing her and to bringing magic into your life, right? Is that intuition. So I got quiet because my brain started saying deer. Well, what did I miss in the picture? I know I need glasses, but, and look. The deers is there. So I'm like, did I miss a Buddha? He say Buddha? Did the book say Buddha? Look at that. It's always something new to learn every day. But the art is beautiful. Follow your intuition, guys. She ain't let you down yet. If you found quality in this video, just enjoy the love. But if you feel moved, hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe. It helps to strengthen the algorithm. And I hope this power tech message helps you just have more motivation and strength moving forward, that you didn't choose wrong by disengaging with the things of your past, but standing strong and loud in your truth, right? So you ain't bothering nobody, you just taking care of yourself, and that's your individual ride. When the shield carrier reaches the top of the mountain, she never seeks approval, because approval is based on doubt. Your strength and wisdom are celebrated in your unique ability to view the experience of life with new vision. Power lies in individuality and the ability to see yourself through your own eyes and not through the eyes of another. To be in power, you must own your power and exist within your own individuality. Perfection is a lie. Have the courage to even know through the non-perfections you'll be fine. That's what makes you individual. Your experience will not be the same as another. Release the need to feel right? The need to do it the way they did it, to think that will work for you, or else Spirit would have put that in you, not in them. Okay? Whew. It's perfect in the eyes of the Most High. Spirit takes you as is. Have the courage to show up in life as your individual self. Spirit said, I have to read this one to you, right? Shaman's individuality in this world of chaos and paperwork and rigidity and politics and religions and different things of occultic knowledge. But all is necessary for the oneness to work, light and shadow, differences in elements, ethnicities, genres of sexual orientation is the best way to say it. Mama honey, you know. So being an individual self is a power move, absolutely. But you're protected, of course. Excuse me, sorry guys, confirmation burp. Sorry. I'm really going to close it out this time. Just the meaning of the card. Definition of the card. The painting is entitled Meeting the Members of the Board. People are so stuck in their ruts of everyday life that anyone with unusual ideas cannot be accepted. That would be you and me, right, collective? Creatives, eclectic, different mentalities, black sheeps, generational curse breakers. They're not like us. They don't like the chaos. They looking for peace. A bunch of tree huggers. Like, yeah, there's something to that, though. There's something to that. So, the Native American chieftain in full ceremonial dress is clearly an outsider in this civilized setting. Maybe some of you are Native Americans. I absolutely am. Where the men are speaking of architecture and of building a city. Say, hold up. The land is for everyone. What do you mean you own the beach? I thought the ocean was vast. What the board members may not understand is that the chieftain is a great individual in his own culture. And he might have the answers to survival that all of the members need, but are afraid to hear. And they would rather sneak in his dreams and take it, or try to beat it out of him, or make him lose his hope so they can pinpoint what makes him thrive, so then they could turn the destiny swap and become what it is he was, and say, oh, it's horrible to be yourself, and then try to be that person. Sorry, guys, light rant. The same is true for us. We, too, are afraid of the answers that come out of the unknown, out of something that is unfamiliar to us. And because the unknown is unfamiliar, we do not understand it, and we may feel the need to destroy it. That is our tragedy. To be in power, you must first be an individual. This is a North card because individuality takes strength and wisdom, the teachings of the North. The true North, the higher mind self, the deep connection to the most high source energy. You got to take the courage and live yours as you are. Don't try to change to fit the bill so you can fit into that square box, right? Oh, architecture didn't have around it squared up corners and angles. It blocks your creativity. It ruins the zen. You got to be free and outside the box. I'm just saying, it's all conditioning. Now it's time to condition yourself. Maybe somebody got it wrong in the translation. Just be you, baby. Love you. I will absolutely catch up with you guys in the next video. Oh, that felt good. It feels good to feel good, right? Can't feel bad all the time. And find something to be grateful for if you haven't found them already. Love you guys. God's willing. Catch up with you in the next one. God is blessed.